It was waiting for you. All this time. Imagine hearing that. A chilling message for someone who had no idea they were even part of a game.
So today, we're diving into the dark history of a cursed object, one that turns up in, of all places, a university library. But this isn't just some old dusty thing. It feels like it has a will of its own, almost like a pre-written script, a program that's dead set on running its course no matter what.
And that really brings us to the core question here. What does happen when a 500-year-old book of dark magic ends up in the hands of some curious college students? Yeah, it sounds like a classic horror setup, right? Ancient evil meets modern curiosity. But trust me, the fallout from this little discovery, it's going to challenge everything you think you know about chance, destiny, and maybe even free will.
Okay, so our story kicks off in a library. Pretty normal, right? But what they find there, well, it's not just history. It feels more like they've stumbled upon some kind of hidden operating manual for reality itself. So let's meet the crew. We've got Mila, a first-semester forensic student who's kind of fascinated by, death. Then there are her friends, Alexandra, Janet, and Tim. And it's during one of those classic late-night study sessions that they find it. Something ancient, something totally out of place, hiding right there in the university library.
And listen, this thing was not just some old textbook. It was a personal grimoire, a literal book of magic, and it belonged to a woman named Judith von Ingolstadt, who was burned as a witch 500 years ago. Inside? Oh, just spells and rituals for everything from simple charms to, completely destroying your enemies. This thing was a relic, just pulsing with forgotten power, almost like a piece of software, just waiting for someone to click run.
So you've got 4 curious students and a book filled with what basically looks like supernatural computer code. What do you think they're going to do? Of course, their curiosity gets the better of them, and that leads them to their very first and fateful experiment.
And the whole thing starts off pretty innocently. Someone says, "I just want to fly like a bird." They find a line in the book about flying, and they decide, hey, why not? Let's try it. There's no malice here. It's just pure, simple curiosity. It's just a game, right?
The instructions are super specific, almost like a weird recipe. A drop of candle wax on the forehead, a bird's feather stuck to it, a little Latin chant to summon, well, who knows what. And then, to top it all off, a mirror shatters. Now, you might think that was just an accident, but nope. That was the final step, the last line of code. The command was entered, and the program started running.
So, does anyone actually start flying? Of course not. The moment passes, the tension just pops, and they all just burst out laughing. It was a silly game, right? A fun story to tell their friends later. They clean up the broken glass, having absolutely no idea what they've just unleashed.
And yeah,